Hello, Joseph Carabas again, sharing with you authors' writing that has impressed me, that has encouraged me, that I've learned from, that taught me what it is to be a good author, a good writer. And I'm going to be reading to you from Charles Frazier's Nightwoods. Um, First thing, read anything you can from Charles Frazier. He's amazing. It was a toss-up between this and Verona. Both are phenomenal. Well, everything he's written has been phenomenal. But from Nightwoods, we're going to start at the very beginning. Loose new stranger children were small and beautiful and violent. She learned early that it wasn't smart to leave them unattended in the yard with the chickens. Later, she'd find feathers, a scaled yellow foot with its toes clenched. Neither child displayed language at all, but the girl glared murderous expressions at her if she dared ask where the rest of the rooster went. That's the first paragraph. You know, by now you must know I love first paragraphs. Pick up the language. Luce's new stranger children were small and beautiful and violent. That's a very good conjured visual image that has, small and beautiful and violent. Wow. She learned early that it wasn't smart to leave them unattended in the yard with the chickens. Recognize the language. He is writing not in dialect, but so close to that you understand this woman. You know Luce's education, you know her background, you know pretty much where she's from, where she lives. She'd find feathers, a scaled foot with its toes clenched. Oh, this is going to be a tight novel. This is going to be a, real. Neither child displayed language at all. Beautiful use of a type of dialect, a type of language, a vernacular to demonstrate education level, income level, so on and so forth. Luce was not much maternal. The state put the children on her. Again, the language says it all. She switched them both equally with a thin yellow twig until their legs were striped pink, and it became clear that they would draw whatever pain came to them down deep inside and refuse to cry, at which point Luce swore to herself she would never strike them again. She went to the kitchen and began making a guilty peach pie. I think what so captivates me about Frazier's writing is his use of language, is his use of vernacular to create mood, to create atmosphere, to develop character, to demonstrate situation. It's just amazing to me. Now we're gonna skip ahead to show you this is not a one-off. He didn't just make that by accident. We're now on page 124. Sally stood three-legged, getting a hind hoof picked. When Mattie finished, she knocked the crud against the fence rail and rose from her stoop, grunting deep from her diaphragm like an old man lifting from his armchair. Dolores and Frank crowded so close around Sally that they nearly got their feet stepped on. They held brushes, impatient to start grooming. Again, I really want to emphasize his language demonstrates character, because when he's taught with his language around a character, not when they're talking, but around the character, demonstrates character. You'll find this in Truman Capote's work all the time. It's beautiful. Sally stood three-legged, getting a hind hoof picked, not getting her hind hoof picked. We just described it. It's, you have an understanding of the feeling about the animal. She knocked the crud against a fence rail, and from her stoop, grunting deep from her diaphragm like an old man lifting from his armchair. Very effective imagery, really draws you into the situation. Beautifully done. We're going to skip ahead to page 175. Middle of the night. Stubblefield sat at his breakfast table, holding his cut hand higher than his heart in a failed attempt to keep it from throbbing. Grouped on the white formica like a modern still life, a half-empty fifth of Smirnoff stood beside a full Davy Crockett jelly glass sitting in a pink plasmatic puddle. Stubblefield angled his hurt hand into the light, still losing, the black thread looking damn bad against the waxen skin, even paler than the tabletop. Subtlety, use something that is subtle to finish the image. For example, half-empty fifth of Smirnoff stood beside a full Davy Crockett jelly glass. That jelly glass is what nails it. That's what seals this image. It seals what Stubblefield is all about. Okay, he's got a good, Smirnoff, not a crap vodka. And he's drinking it out of a Davy Crockett jelly glass. Wow. Holding it up, holding his cut hand up high so they can prevent it from throbbing, doesn't work. And a black thread looking damn bad against the waxen skin. He's attempted to take care of this cut himself and not done it well. All in paragraphs. The entire book is like that. I really, really encourage you to investigate Charles Frazier's work. It's powerful and revealing. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.